Good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name is Brad Walter, and today we're going to be talking about standard operating procedures and how they can benefit a company. All right, the accident that we're going to be discussing today to show the importance of incorporating standard operating procedures is Cessna 208 Bravo cargo flight. It's departing from Columbus, Ohio for Buffalo, New York. It was a 58-year-old gentleman that was flying this aircraft. It was just single person on the plane. It was nighttime IMC conditions. Ceilings were reported at 500 feet. The previous aircraft that took off before him noted that they entered the clouds. They felt right around 200 feet, so it may have even been worse than what was reported. There was light snow coming down. Approximately 45 seconds into flight, the pilot nosed down in a 29-degree bank turn and impacted terrain. So they controlled flight into terrain for this accident, and unfortunately, it killed the pilot. This definitely highlights a few different things. They suspect that spatial disorientation was the cause of the flight in the IMC conditions. How can the implementation of standard operating procedures help in a situation like this, help an accident from this from happening? We can increase safety and decrease the accident rate by simply implementing a few things here and there, like training, for example, or raising minimums. That's my two recommendations, is spatial disorientation training. We don't get it that often. If you can implement something where you get that training once every 6 months or once every year is required for the pilots in your company, it would help to raise that awareness and remind them on their procedures on what they need to do if they're feeling like they're disoriented. You just need to trust your instruments and go with that to get yourself out of a sticky situation. Another is raising the minimums. So a lot of times in these small carrier operations, the pilots are low-time pilots. They don't have a ton of hours. So you could implement rules stating that any pilot under 1,000 hours or under 1,500 hours has to increase their minimums by 200 feet and 1,000 miles of visibility or something like that, just to give yourself a little bit more of a buffer for weather conditions like this. So the FAA puts in these minimums for a reason, right? They're the absolute minimums. So not every pilot, from a pilot with 50 hours of experience to a pilot with 10,000 hours of experience, should be flying by the same set of rules. So I think it's up to a company to help implement some of those rules and what they feel like is the safest for their pilots, especially if you have operations that are flying at nighttime a lot. You can tend to get fatigued easier, and obviously visibility is a little bit different flying at night. So setting up those minimums is a great way to increase safety. And as far as pitching this to the company that I work for, I would just use examples of other companies that have decreased their accident rate by implementing standard operating procedures, and just show the effect that has. And obviously you want to save your pilots, save your aircraft. Nobody wants an accident or to lose any aircraft or life. So just implementing some of these simple safety nets can help save that company and save their resources. The reference right there for the NTSB report that I pulled this from is listed. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks.